What is going on, beautiful beings and conscious co-creators? Welcome back to my channel. Thank you guys so much for watching, subscribing, tuning in. We are on May Day. I don't even know. What day is it? May Day number 7. And I am so excited for today's video. I kind of am doing some things with my setup, so just ignore that. We are here for a channeled message, and I'm just so excited. I can't wait to, give you guys something to look forward to this weekend. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and jump into it. May Day, by the way, if you don't know, is a challenge that I've given myself where I upload every single day for the month of May. So if you're interested in that, if you like content that I put out here, I do different types of content. I do spiritual readings. I do, channel messages. I talk about magic. I give some tips and tricks on that. And I do story times on here where I'm going to start doing story times. So yeah, I'm doing all that stuff. So if that's something that you're interested in, or if you like my vibe, then hit the subscribe button. And yeah, I'm going to go ahead and jump into it. So I got all the elements. Oh, I was like, what the hell just happened? I got all my elements cracking. I got them ready, locked and loaded. And we're just going to go ahead and start. Also, ignore my nails. I'm giving my nails a break, so if they look a little dusty, ignore that. All right, Spirit, we're asking for any channeled messages for the collective. Any channeled messages for the collective? What do they need to know? What messages do they need to feel, see, hear? Anything that'll help provide insight, clarity. Hold on, one just fell in my lap. And guidance. Okay, whoa. We'll keep that, put these back. Any other messages? Okay. And we're just going to pull an energy. Queen of Cups. We're going to pull we're going to have Queen of Cups represent our overall energy. And I'm going to stack these back up. And we're going to leave Two of Cups over here. That was the first card that I saw. So, first things first, love, right? Lot of emotion, lot of connection. It looks like there's someone that really, you're really eyeing, you're really looking at, you're really wanting to connect to. And I see that you care a lot about this person. I'm just going to start laying out the cards, though, so we can get a better understanding. But it does make this, both the Queen of Cups and the Two of Cups, give me this feeling like, this is about a connection, a romantic connection. So let's find out what's going on. Oh, that's interesting. We have an even 12. Numerically broken down, 12 would be 3, which is 1 plus 2. So broken down, that would be a 3. And 3 symbolizes a coming together. 3 symbolizes a collaboration. So, when I think about it, I honestly think about that song Countdown by Beyonce, where she's like trying to make that 3 from that 2, you still the 1. That's kind of what I'm feeling right now, which is so interesting that I'm like, that song comes up. But I feel like you're really trying to take whatever relationship you have with this person to the next level, take it more seriously. If you're dating, you want to get married. If you have a crush, you're trying to date. If you're married, you're trying to work on having kids. Like, I feel like you're trying to get to the next level. And for Queen of Cups to be the overall energy here, it's just kind of saying like you are deep into your feminine journey. You're deep into kind of figuring out who you are, and you've decided, you know what, I want more. I see myself being this kind of person in his life. And by the way, I do use pronouns interchangeably, so please adjust however that it needs to be adjusted for you. Because they're general readings, I'm just going to speak as fluently as I can, and you just alter it for your situation, of course, and as always. Um, so let's go into it. We're just going to talk about it. So we have Temperance, we have Knight of Swords, we have Strength, Ace of Swords, we have Six of Swords, Six of Wands, Death card, Two of Swords, Eight of Cups, Page of Wands. We have a ton of Swords cards here. A lot is going into you deciding. I feel like you've made this decision. You've contemplated, you've probably gotten a piece of paper and wrote down pros and cons of this person, and you really kind of just decided like the time is now. And I feel like maybe you're getting to the point where you're gonna just ask that person, what do you want to do? Are we going to, like, now it's giving ultimatum over here with Six of Swords, Six of Wands. Like, are you approaching the point of an ultimatum, or is this person approaching a point of an ultimatum? This energy could be back and forth. Or so, is it one of you wants to stay and the other one wants to leave? Or is it that or one of you guys is saying, hey, we're either going to go to this next level or this is it. I'm done. You know? But I think that something has to happen because Death card is coming out. So it's like something has to happen because where the relationship is not, it's not really doing it for you anymore. Like it's kind of running stagnant a little bit. Two of Swords here. It's like we need to figure out what we're doing because we can't stay here. We're stuck. We have to make a decision. This is the epitome of you need to make a decision. You can thrive going left or right, but we can't stay where we are. But I do feel like there's a little bit of fear. Eight of Cups is like maybe this person or maybe you, someone maybe has some commitment issues. I don't know what that is. I do feel like there's this commitment issue there, though. They don't want to, I don't think the commitment issue has anything to do with you, though. Because again, first card was the Two of Cups. I feel like they really like you. They really love you. It's just they have commitment issues, probably because of what has happened in the past. And so they're trying not to do what they've done in the past. I see right here, Knight of Swords comes out, right? And to me, it's like maybe they have always kind of been the person to jump into relationships, or you have always been the person that jumps into relationships and doesn't think too much about it. And maybe this is the time where you're like, you know what, I care so much about you. I don't want to rush into this. I don't want to just make rash decisions. I want to take my time. I want to make sure this is right. I want to do all the things that I feel need to be done, or learn who you are as a person before I really commit. One of you is feeling that way because you have seen what that does in the past. So you've learned not to just go straight into sex. You've learned not to go straight into the physical side of intimacy. And so one of you is a little frustrated and one of you is like, this is going really well, But I think both of you guys in this situation need to remember that, the name of the game is this Temperance card right here. It's about balance. It's about feeding into each other and getting what you need out of each other. And it being this beautiful symbolic partnership. Okay, so as he gives and you receives, you give back and also receive. It's a cycle. And so it can't always be what you want, and it can't always be what they want. And I think one of you overstands that just because of what's happened in the past. Again, I'm looking at Knight of Swords, and I feel like this card just really represented a lot of what they dealt with in the past. And maybe that's why they're having this decision where it's like, I want you, but I don't want to be rushed. So someone is rushing someone. Someone is rushing someone. And it's kind of just like, let's just take a second. Let's just take a second and be open to the possibility of things not going the way that, you or whoever this is needs them to go. I'm just going to assume from here on out that this is the other person. And I think that'll work easier for how I'm trying to communicate. So you going and telling this person, look, I know you've been burned in the past. I know you've been quick to make decisions in the past. I know that they haven't always worked out. And I know that it's caused you to kind of, drag your feet when it comes to making long-term commitments. And I know it's because you really care about me and you want this relationship to go the distance, so you don't want to rush anything. But let's take this one step at a time, but go at the pace that we create. Not just the pace that you created, but the pace that makes sense for both of us, because I have needs too. And I think Page of Wands is like, be open. Both of you guys need to be open. You need to tell this person, I need you to be open to my perspective. And I think they will be, because like I said, they do care about you. They do care about you. So I do believe they'll be open to it, but I think you do need to definitely 100,000% communicate. And remember that it's not about you. But they have to, I think that if you were to kind of work with that person as far as seeing them for who they are, okay, speak that life into them. I also want to say, and I don't know why for some reason, but this strength card is not telling me what this card typically represents. This strength card is giving me, you need to be giving this person, you need to focus on their love language. You need to communicate from those places. So, for example, if the person's love language is like gift giving or compliments, do that. Go get them something. Go make them something. Or pay them a compliment. Like, I feel like you communicating in that way is going to drastically improve the way that this person kind of approaches things with you. Because I do feel like this person is kind of like walking around on, like, not eggshells. It's not like there's a tense energy or anything. It's just, I feel like they're just very scared because they don't want this relationship to go south. You are probably the best thing that's ever happened to them, and they don't want to spoil it. But at the same time, they can't also treat it so delicately that, you end up just getting so like frustrated, physically, mentally, spiritually, sexually, because this person is trying to treat you with kid gloves, but you want to be loved. You want to be thrown around. I'm just playing. But yeah. Knight of Wands. Maybe you do want to be thrown around. Shoot, tell him. Yeah. Three of Cups. Tell this person, say, I need you to see me as not just your potential partner, not just your wife, but a sexy human being, as a person who has sexual needs, a person who wants to go and do things or explore things with you. And again, it doesn't necessarily mean we go straight to having sex, but maybe we build up. Maybe we try that. Maybe we try new things. So, like I said, this reading is giving me this energy of like, we're trying to move to the next level. So wherever you are right now is not working. We've established that. So then the next level typically comes with new shit, right? So if we were doing these things at this place, in this next level, we need to be experiencing some different stuff. I don't want you guys to feel bored and stagnant. And Knight of Wands coming out with Three of Cups is like, no, we're excited. We're looking forward to things. There's something to look forward to. There's something to head towards. He's moving. This is a movement card. This card is all about, we're on one accord here. We're on the same page. We are, the only way that you can cheers to something, you keep this in mind, this is Three of Cups, right? The only way you can cheers to something is if you're in agreement. So I see favor, I see agreement happening, I see this person getting on the same page. But like I said, communicating with them using their love language is definitely going to help you. So if you don't know who that person's love language is, Three of Swords came out. I'm not going to really accept that, but I do want to say that Three of Swords is just kind of giving me this, be careful. You don't want to come off too aggressive, because like I said, I think maybe what this person is doing is projecting their own, how they feel onto you. So if they're treating you with kid gloves, it's probably because they probably need to be treated with kid gloves. A lot of times people who do need to be treated with kid gloves are very sensitive. And sometimes sensitivity comes from wounds that haven't been healed yet. So it's like, I'm sensitive, I'm easily triggered because I haven't really dealt with this specific thing over here. So just be sensitive, treat me nicely. Don't come and jab or poke at that, because then I'm going to react. So like I said, they're holding on to something. There's some sort of hurt there. Maybe it was a breakup. Maybe it was a recent breakup. Maybe it was this person was engaged before. I'm hearing that too. Like someone was engaged and the engagement didn't work, and that was the person that they thought they were going to live spend the rest of their time with, the rest of their life with, and it didn't work out, and they were just really burned by that. And then you come into their life, and it's this beautiful thing, but they're nervous. They have their reservations. And so it's really one of those situations where you don't have to overcompensate. You don't have to prove yourself to this person, but just continue to show up as you are, and just pay attention to it. I'm just putting you on game. Okay? Like I said, we use tarot as a mirror. So I'm just showing you the mirror so you can understand what's going on. So you can move the way that you need to. Let's see. Knight of Cups. We have a lot of cup energy coming through now. We have a lot of cup energy coming through. Knight of Cups comes in, and I'm using that right now to clarify the Justice card, right? Excuse me. I'm seeing favor. I'm seeing affirmations, not affirmations, but like affirmative responses to what it is that you're desiring, what it is that you need. So if you were just scouring the internet, or maybe you just happen to pop up on this video and you are in this position where you have this person that you're interested in and you want to evolve this to the next level, I'm seeing positive signs that it's heading in that direction, but it's strategic. This is chess, not checkers. So you can't go in demanding. You can't go in stumping your feet and having a temper tantrum. You can't do that. Okay? This is going to require you to really be patient. Be more allowing. Be open. Okay? Like, you can express what it is that you're looking for without having to, like, ladies, okay, like, you know how sometimes we get really frustrated because we said something like 2, 3, 4, 5,000 times, and so we start getting into like this nagging energy where we're just like constantly bringing it up. I'm saying don't do that. Okay, if you find yourself getting frustrated, if you find yourself losing patience, try to find a time during that energy to have some gratitude for that person, because it's so easy for things to not go our way and us to just immediately react and respond to that, instead of taking a second to be like, you know what, there's a lot to be grateful for and there's a lot to be appreciative of. So I'm just going to focus on that, and when I calm down, when I get out of my mood, you know, then I can approach it from a higher state of frequency. And then I can say, okay, you know what? I was being a little brat over there. Let me calm down. Or, you know what? I was in the right, but maybe I could have handled it differently. Because like I said, you happen to be with someone who is a little sensitive. And until they achieve the healing that they need, they probably won't be so quick to, you know, commit to in the way that you need them to. It doesn't mean they don't want to commit. It just means that they're having some trouble. Okay? Let me pull a couple more cards. Magician card. So one, I will say, if you have an individual who is like this, and they're just needing a little bit of a nudge, right? I did make a video. It's a candle magic video 101. I will link that in this video in the description box. You can kind of get some tips on how to go about a ceremony. I don't typically, do ceremonies for other people when it comes to love work, because it's not something that resonates with me. But that doesn't mean you can't do work for your own relationship. I see nothing wrong with it. I think everybody who has beliefs aligned with mine, I do work in my relationship, and I think my relationship is the best ever. So I'm not gonna say like do the work and it's gonna 100% fix it, but I do believe that energy strengthens the things that need to be strengthened. 100% without a doubt believe that. And so if that's something that you're interested in, I'll include the link. It's a candle magic video. I'm going to be doing more videos like that. So again, if that's something you're interested in learning, you can watch that video, or you can comment down below if you have a specific question about something. But outside of candle magic, just using resources to make to strengthen your relationship. So without it, if, like, for example, if you meet someone and they're hesitant to have sex, or they're hesitant to open up to you intimately, as far as verbally, like confiding in you, if you're having intimacy issues, lead by example. Okay, magician card is in this specific reading coming in and saying it's maybe you should lead by example. The magician is the leader. The magician is the one that can look around and say, okay, this is my situation and my circumstances. What do I have at my disposal, in my grasp, in my reach to use to create the situation that I want? And it's like, okay, if you want intimacy, then give intimacy. Use the things that you can. Use opportunities and circumstances and situations, conflicts. Use those moments to display that you want to go in whatever specific direction you're going or wanting to go with that person. So in the middle of a fight, lead by example. Don't yell, or don't yell back. Open up to him. Be like, I really feel like, when you do X, Y, and Z, it makes me think about how I felt when I was a kid when this person did X, Y, and Z, and it makes me sad. Like stuff like that, being vulnerable, because this is the thing. This person, I feel, has a issue being vulnerable because of what has happened to them. They've been burned heavy in the past, right? A lot of us who don't heal from that, we're like, forget that. I'm never doing this again. It didn't work. I got a wall around my heart. Good luck trying to get through that, bitch. But I'm not rocking with the vulnerability. We're not gonna talk about it. So they're like, I'm not rocking with the vulnerable stuff. I'm not doing that. So just lead by example. You're gonna have to be patient. I definitely see that. You're gonna have to be patient. So yeah, that's the reading. Short, sweet, quick, right to the point. If you like the reading or any other stuff that I do here, hit that subscribe button. Thank you guys so much in advance. I really appreciate you guys. And I'm going to see you guys for May Day number 8. Okay? All right. Bye, guys.